Alright, what's good, Raider Nation? This is now my third attempt at filming this video. The first two attempts were like 12 minutes and then 16 minutes. My audio kept messing up. If my audio goes out in this stream, I'm done and I'm still going to upload it. Jesus. It's your boy Mikey Raider coming to you with the post-game aftermath video talking about the Raiders preseason and this game versus the Cardinals. First off, do me a favor. If you feel like supporting me, which I could definitely use, hit that thumbs up, that like, that subscribe button. Consider becoming a member of this channel to help buy me some tacos, and you'll get early and exclusive content and some members features moving forward. And I have donation portals down below. Hopefully I've earned your donations and your support with Venmo, PayPal, Cash App, all information down below. I have my shout out Cameo service. We'll all shout you out and do all that other stuff. And I have a merchandise store with some career accolades at best with autographs and stuff. All right, let's talk about our Raiders. Let's just be brutally honest. I'm tired of shit. I've been filming this for like 45 fucking minutes. I went live on my HeyBower channel, youtube.com/HeyBower, HeyBower. If you want to watch the first half of the game, I went live, but I was feeling the sort of way I had to stop the live stream. Now I'm giving you a post-game aftermath video. I'm going to talk about the game versus the Cardinals, then I'm going to give a recap of the season, and maybe I'll talk about a few players that get cut or not get cut, but I'm going to give you the raw, the realest opinion from a motherfucking OG Raider. Let's start it off with this. The Raiders are mid. All right, we'll leave it at that. I'll give you more details at the end. I like what I saw from the first string offense with Geno Smith. I really liked what I saw with Ashton Genty. He made some big runs. They took him out early because they know what he is, and they don't want to get him injured. Dante Thornton is that beast. Is that DK Metcalf 2.0. It's that possible Randy Moss 2.0. That's how they're using him. He's as advertised, and there's only upside with him as well. Jacoby Myers, I have a few concerns about. There was a report probably by Hondo Carpenter or somebody that he's frustrated and, you know, they need to pay him. There was a report that they were going to pay him. They're working on a contract. I don't know how real that is, but he's in the final year, and I don't want a frustrated wide receiver on our hands. I thought he might hold out in trading camp, but it's not worth him to do that, you know, off of his $10 million contract per year. So he's going to play, but he probably thinks he deserves the money, and he does, but there's not a lot of upside with Jacoby. He is what he is. I didn't see a lot from him in this game or in the preseason from him and Geno, but he is what he is. He's technically the best wide receiver we got, but he's a 1,000-yard wide receiver at best, maybe 70 to 100 catches at best, and there's not much more than that with that Jacoby Myers will provide. So is he worth that top-tier money, $20 million, $25 million, whatever they might want to give him in a contract? I don't think he is, just because he's the best wide receiver the Raiders got. Has he earned extra money? You're damn right he has. Done and said all the right things, but still looking forward, you might just want to play him out on this 1 year, whether he's frustrated or not, and get some more rookies and wide receivers and stuff like that next year in free agency. But still, he is technically the best wide receiver we got, and if he has a real good year, then fuck it. The Raiders are going to have to pay him $25 million or whatever the case may be. But I didn't see a lot from him, and it looked average. Trey Tucker, I don't know what he is, what he will be. But he's not moving up the depth charts, and he is no longer a number 2. It is Dante Thornton. Dante Thornton might also be the number 1. To some people, Jacoby would be the number 2. That's how they're using him, and I love it. I freaking love it. That guy's got upside up the ass. That sounded weird. But now the running back, Zeus White, came in, and he ran his heart off trying to make the team. Not that he was a cut casualty, but he was falling on the depth charts based off of last year. I loved what I saw from Zeus. He ran strong. He ran hard. He made some fucking plays fighting for his life. So I believe it's still Raheem Mostert is number 2, but Zeus White is definitely the number 3 above Sincere McCormick. Sincere and everybody else might be relegated to practice squad. I don't know where that deep leaves Dylan Lobb. He's possibly a cut casualty. Now the tight ends, we didn't see much of Brock Bowers. Michael Mayer is what he is. Ian Thomas is a decent third string. not much stuff going on there. The offensive line for the Raiders are not the best. We're not the worst. We look good with the first string, but we clearly struggled with the second string. Now let's talk about Aiden O'Connell. He is what he is. He's a decent backup, but I don't know if he's meant for this system. I don't know if he's meant for the Raiders any longer. But they will not trade him. There's been rumors that they're going to trade him, get rid of him and all that. It makes no fucking sense. If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. Okay? They will not get rid of him. Okay? Too much with the Raiders in training camp, learning the system. Even though it's his third system in 3 years, we can't give him the Derek Carr treatment. Okay? Oh, I mentioned Derek Carr's name. All the people are mad at me. Oh, fuck you. Hey, nobody's bigger than the Shield. Nobody bigger. How dare you say his name? Shut the fuck up. Geno Smith is Derek Carr. Maybe a little better than Derek Carr, but Geno Smith and Derek Carr are mid. They are what they are. I said it. But Aiden O'Connell is the best backup we got, but Cam Miller has a lot of upside. We saw a lot of good things from Cam Miller. Tommy Mellett played a little bit at quarterback today. And in general, they couldn't get it done. The second stringers, third stringers couldn't get it done. I didn't finish watching the game, but I'm sure it ended 20-10, whatever the score was. But yeah, Aiden O'Connell's not going anywhere, even though the title of this video says he's gone or something like that. That's clickbait shit. But it's not really clickbait because I'm talking about it. It doesn't make sense. But next year, Aiden O'Connell will not be a part of this team. Will not be a part of this team. There's better options out there. During the season, I don't even know if Aiden O'Connell will fall on the depth chart to third string next week. There might be a possibility where they put him third string to say something. And then if they did put Aiden O'Connell as third string, if I was Aiden O'Connell, I would ask for a release or a trade. I'm just being honest. I would ask for a release or a trade. But I don't think he'll do that. He'll play it out. But I don't think they're going to put him third string. It was just a weird little speculation that I did right there. But he's definitely the second string backup, regardless of his play. But Cam Miller has a lot more upside than Aiden O'Connell. And hopefully Aiden O'Connell, he is second string. And I don't wish injury on Geno or anybody. But if he goes in there, you know what? He's probably the best backup we have. And he'll win us a few games. He will not win us a lot more games than he plays. You kind of understand what I'm saying? Like, if he plays 4 games, he's probably a 1-game winner or at best a 2-game winner out of 4 games. I don't see anything else happening with Aiden O'Connell, and that's the sad part of it because we all like the guy. All right, I'm going to leave that at that, but he will not be a Raider next year. That's my honest truth. Now, the defensive side of the ball, we all know what Max Crosby is. We all know the defensive line. I loved what I saw from Tyree Wilson. He was balling his balls out. It sounded weird. He was balling his balls out. He was playing as best as possible, not really to make the team, but to prove he's not a bust. And it only took 3 years to get this type of energy from him. He was sweating his ass off during the game. He played with the first stringers at times. He played with the second stringers a little bit. He played with the third stringers. And that wasn't because of demotion. It's because they're proving that they want to see something else from him. And they want him to get all this experience and reps. And he was balling out. He did so a little bit last week. There was articles mentioned about him. Oh, he's coming into his own and all that other good stuff. But it was nice to see from Tyree. I will gladly not call you a bust if you make this team and you're a very, very good depth piece. Maybe even starting occasionally. But our run defense sucks ass. Their running back, Bam, and Michael Carter, and that quarterback, named that tune, ran all up and down us, especially on the right side of our run defense. We suck. We fucking suck. Our linebackers struggle. Our cornerbacks struggle, beyond the first string. But still, even some of the first stringers are still learning. So overall, look, we got a sucky defense. And I'm kind of questioning Patrick Graham in his 3rd year Why are we not getting better? Is it because we got all these turnovers and young players? Again, this is not the first string I'm talking about because we don't know what they truly will become until we actually get into the regular games. And they might be better than what I'm saying right now, and I hope they are. And I think they are, at least the first string. But still, it's just Patrick Graham, 3rd years in the defense for some of our players. But we have a lot of turnover. Like, not so many people from last year are on this year's team. So to almost a lot of them, it's like a new defense, you know? And I can't fault Patrick Graham for that. But Patrick Graham literally knows, and he is a defensive coordinator, that they tend to get better toward the end of the season. Historically, look at the Raiders with Patrick Graham. Our defenses get better as the season goes along. But damn, I wish we can get to a place where we start off fucking strong, and I don't mind if we falter a little bit in the middle, but then we finish even fucking stronger, you know? And we're going to give up a lot of points, man. We're mid, man. We're even less than mid on defense. We're going to be in the bottom. We're going to be ranked, at least early on in the season, probably 24, 25, somewhere around there. Hopefully by the end of the season, we can get up to the 20s. But I'm really, really concerned for our defense. Really, really concerned. The offense is going to have to score 25 points or more. And just looking at it, being honest with myself, I don't know if the Raiders are constantly going to be able to do that with all these young players. Now, I hope I'm wrong. So that makes the overall record of the Raiders, in my opinion, somewhere between 7 and 8 wins. I predicted 9 wins, hopefully about 2 months ago. But now looking at it realistically and overall, I think 7 wins is our floor. And I think 9 is our ceiling. But of course, anything could happen, and I hope for the best. But I'm just being realistic, Raider Nation. And I'm hoping for miracles. But I'm still excited about this football season. I'm going to have my Raider Central fantasy draft next Saturday. Tune in during the day. And we're going to be having 2 live drafts for the leagues that are in this team. And we're going to be drafting players live while we're hanging out, having a good time. Come by, say hi, help me make my picks, and let's have a beautiful Saturday as fantasy football approaches and the Raiders. I don't know what else to say. I'm really tired. This is my 3rd time doing the video. Hopefully this comes out with the audio. But if it doesn't, you're not even going to see the video. So don't even worry about it. I love you, Raider Nation. Let me know if you think my takes are on point. Let me know who you think will be cut, who will be a surprise cut, a candidate. And as the days come along and the cuts come in, I'll try to make a video and let you all know what's going on. But for now, just quickly, if I look at it, I think Dylan Lobb is a possible roster cut candidate. I think Tommy Mellett is a possible roster cut candidate, let alone practice squad type player. Same thing for Sincere McCormick. I can't think about all the other players on defense because I'm more knowledgeable on offense. But Jack Best, that wide receiver, like, where the fuck have you been? What have you shown us for that 2nd round pick? You were rolling with the 3rd stringers, bro. After 3 weeks of training camp or 4 weeks of training camp, I don't know. Was it the contract holdout? I don't know. But still, there's a lot of upside for a lot of these players, and I'm rooting for them all. And I got your back on another video at a later time and date. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay blessed, stay Raider, and I'll see you when I see you. Raiders! Football, baby, is back. Let's have some fun.